Man, I don't know what's going on, man. Can't wait until Christmas for next week. Oh, thank goodness. Man, I can't wait for Christmas for next week. Nice. Come in. Hey, James. Welcome back. Jason. Oh my God. Man, I'm so glad to see you, Jason. How are you doing? You okay? Yeah, nice to meet you too now, James. But I have to say, I'm feel proud that you just made the right thing, but you do the right thing to your real behaviors and all that, but I have to say, James, but you did the right thing, you know what I mean? But, I'm always proud of you, James, but I have to say, I tell you what, James, I have got nothing to say, but, the only things I have to forgive your heart that you were making another ways that you always want to attract your attention. But for some reason, James, you do the right thing. But I'm always proud of you for a lot of time, James. Do you know what, James? It's been a long time to see you, but I have to say, but it's not the real thing to say, though. But the real thing, it's all in mankind. It's all in mankind, and it's all in mind. But James, I'm always have to say thank you, but if I have to say, there is nothing that I can always do for you, but nothing. But for some reason though, James, it's there's certain ways we can tell, then it's the only things we can do. But for some reason though, James, I want to forgive you my eternity. That your eternity decides that you've already made the right decision. But you did the right thing of the mayors. The mayors has already said that we both just made out through. We made it through our lessons. But we did the extreme conditions. But, the only things I've done, it's not unacceptable, but not applicable, but I would say it's not the real thing to say, but it's the real thing to say, Get it? We can do the right thing. If you do the right thing now, James, your dad is very proud. Your dad is going to be proud. He's proud of you that you did the right thing. But I know that it's the only ways that you can do to you and your dad. Your dad has decided what he wants to do. But you can do whatever you want to. Not just for them. So recently, James, I always have to tell you one thing. But one day, James, you on your own. But you and your dad always feel proud that you did the right thing for change. But your changes has already been surprised for a long time, James. But I'm always feel proud, you know what I mean? But suddenly, James, I have to forgive. You forgive my eternity for the judge. But as I give you this authorities, but the authorities that can always help you to understand that it doesn't really meaning of all the people around, it doesn't discover what they needed to do. But recently, James, it's kind of real thing to say, but the only things that we can stop from getting out of this. You know, if you're looking forward to our holidays, you know, during Christmas holidays for the whole time, you know, you can enjoy your Christmas times. We're nearly there, James, you know what I mean? But today is always having a time. Time passes but not that much actually, James. You know, I have to say, but the few things I say, your dad's service is always good. But I know your dad is always amazing. He's attractive. He's enthusiastic. I know your dad's service, that your service is always, you know, your dad's service is all secured. I know your dad's criteria, all your criterias and all that, but it doesn't still nothing but all time. When I said to your dad that, does he have a service? But yeah, he's got a service for now on. But to be it, it's all in. But I have to say, James, but you only have to say once, but you can say it twice. But for one day now, James, it's, you know, you always have to tell me things already, then you can tell me what does it look like. So what does it look like then, James? So like, yeah, let's say, yeah, let's go for dinner. Yeah, let's end it just having your own parties and then inviting people. You can invite people a lot. It's up to you now, James. It doesn't really matter what you're doing, then just forget about stuff. So, what are you going to do for Christmas? What are you going to do for your Christmas times?
Yeah, Jason. You know what I mean? For some reason, for Christmas, I'm going to enjoy I'm enjoying parties, Christmas parties, and all that. We make some Christmas songs up. Let's see what things it's gonna go. But I like your reactions though, Jason. For some reason, my dad is gonna love it. You know, my dad is always getting all the time, but you forget about it, do you? But, you know, it's kind of a real thing to say. It's, you know, just forget about it, you know what I mean? It's a real thing, it's a real reactions, you know. I couldn't even tell that, you know, I'm saying to my dad, like, hey, Dad, do we got any decorations or something? But I just tell him. Because I told him one thing, but it's coming up on next week. So, you might see it. But you might visit us. You might visit it. If you like, Jason. But I actually thinking of you. When I was 10, I used to have presents before. But that's the only things I can do. It's all in my mind and all that, you know what I mean, Jason? It's all in my mind, you know? But the only things I can do whatever I wanted. It's up to me. It's up to me right now. Like you said, it's up to me. I like playing basketballs a lot. But not anymore, but I don't play footballs a lot. But just watching some like TV programs and all that. So what are you gonna say? Seriously? No. Not really. I have to go, James, but enjoying Christmas Eve. Remember? And by the way, James, I'm proud of you. Your dad is always proud that he was the only one who is looking after you, and so is your mom. Your mom and your dad looks after you, and all your families and all that. Be respectful and polite.